What's going on, Avid fam? How you guys all doing today? We're trying different things up in here, trying to give you guys different flavors. So if you like something, the music, the intros, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. My name's Arik, and we're Avid fans here, and we talk about the game that we love. We're raw and unfiltered, and we try to hit the truth every time. Sports media might not say everything. We try to say all of it, and that's why we're here to it, talking about the stadium experience. Man, this is like the stadium squeeze more than an experience, if you ask me. So when I look at the numbers, I see $1,777. Now people might say, hey, that's a little bit out there, but let's just talk about it. That's what I've seen cost, okay? A family of four to attend Detroit Lions game in 2025. That was one game, four people. Now, that wasn't season tickets. That wasn't a luxury suite. That wasn't the playoffs. That was four cheapest available seats, parking, 4 hot dogs, 2 beers, a couple of sodas, but one regular season game. All right, that's all we had. The Lions now are the worst offender. They're not alone, but they're the worst offender. The Eagles charge a family of four about $1,400. Raiders, Packers, Bears, they clear about $1,200. And the league average is actually $777.89 per family per game. In case you think that's normal, those numbers are up 201% since 2014 for Lions fans. Now, specifically, the Lions are a little bit of an anomaly here, but it's important to talk about them because that's 201% in a decade. And meanwhile, this is the part that kind of broke my brain a little bit when I found this, but the stadium technology industry, in their own trade publications, openly admitted, and I quote, stadiums can't compete on picture quality or convenience with watching at home. That's not me saying it. That's the people selling stadium tech saying it. They know. They know going to the game has become a worse product than the alternative. They're still charging $1,700 for it. So this week, we're going to go through it. The cost, the hassle, the lie they keep selling about the live experience, which I love. Don't get me wrong. We're going to get into that too. And the math that makes going to the game in 2026 might be maybe like the dumbest entertainment purchase when you're looking about cost-effective purchases in the U.S. right now. So let's start with the comparison that should really just end this conversation almost off the bat. But going to the game versus watching it at home, right? Okay, let's do the math real quick live. So when you go to a game, let's say 4 tickets, upper deck, $400 to $1,800 depending on the team. You got parking, $40 to $80. You got beer that costs around $14 each. Hot dogs around $7 to $12 again, depending all on the team, but that's a range we're looking at. Concession stand water, $6. My bathroom line, how long is that? 20 minutes minimum. My cell signal kind of sucks. I always have 0 bars about 60% of these stadiums. Traffic gets in and out with another 90 minutes. And now I got my total time invested. Well, I'm looking at 7 to 8 hours. So let's just say total cost, family of 4, 777 jackpot, right? And 1,700 in Detroit. Now let's go back to watching it at home on my couch. My couch is free. I paid for it long term, so I guess it's free for the day. And the beer for the fridge is about $1.50 each. The pizza that I ordered to the door, I got it for $25 for the entire family. Now, my bathroom is 8 feet away. Unless I got really bad timing, I got 0 wait time. My TV signal is HD with no buffering. My replay angles, I can actually see everyone. And I got a pause button. Holy shit, if I need to take a call or something like that. Now, let's look at my total time invested. About 3 hours. My total cost for my whole family of 4, about $30. So for $1,747 less or so in about 5 fewer hours, man, I got a much better product at home. That's not a stadium experience problem. That's an everything about the stadium problem. Industry knows it. There's a stadium fan engagement firm called IO Labs. Their own marketing material published it last month. Okay, it literally says, and I got it right here. Watching from the couch has become remarkably good. Multiple camera angles, expert commentary, and 0 bathroom lines make staying at home, an appealing option for many fans. Stadiums can compete on picture quality or convenience. The company selling solutions to stadiums is telling you that the stadiums are losing, and the stadiums are doing nothing about it. They're just raising the prices anyway. So, you know what these stadiums are now? They're expensive bad TVs. That's it. You're paying $1,700 for an experience that the industry itself is admitting to you it's inferior to the free version at home. And we still do it because the atmosphere. Don't get me wrong. I love the fucking atmosphere. We'll get to the atmosphere in a minute, okay? We're going to get to it because I agree with it and I appreciate it. But let's break down where my $1,700 actually going first, because the leagues do a really good job of squeezing it in there. The stadium squeeze, $19 for a stadium beer, the same beer that cost me $2.50 at the grocery store, markup about 660%. That's not concession pricing. That's daylight fucking robbery with the logo on the cup. I got a $40 parking spot, and that's a really good deal for 4 hours in a lot that the team owns, that they built, using your tax dollars 60% of the time. So you paid for the lot through your taxes, and now you pay $40 to use the thing you already funded. Jeez. I got a $12 hot dog. The cost of the stadium is 60 cents to produce. It's a $2,000 markup for a hot dog. I got a $7 bottle of water. They charge you for $7 for inside the stadium because they know I ain't going to allow you to bring more than one bottle, if you're lucky, into the stadium. That's not a concession policy. Come on, that's ridiculous. I feel like I'm held hostage here for a second. And the tickets themselves, variable price, we all know this. It means they use AI-driven dynamic pricing. It charges you the absolute maximum you're willing to tolerate every single game. The same seat, same stadium. It costs you $80 in September, $400 in December. If the team is good and the opponent is hot, ticket prices vary. It's how it works. The price you pay depends on how much they think they can squeeze out of you. So when you add it all up, the $1,777 that you're paying for the Lions game isn't exactly paying for the game. It's paying for your tax breaks that the team got from the city, the stadium debt that the city is probably still paying off, the executive bonuses, player salaries, the exclusive vendor contracts where one beer company pays for the right to just gouge you. I got a Wi-Fi infrastructure that barely works, and I got bathroom lines that I'm standing there for 20 plus minutes. That's the actual transaction, $1,700. That game on the side, that's incidental. So here's all this, and you're like, okay, the atmosphere, dude. You're going to the game. Come on. You're yelling through your phone right now, and I hope you are. At least you're listening. But yeah, let's talk about the atmosphere because it's fucking real. I'm not going to pretend it isn't. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't believe that. That's not true. No, I am an Avid fan. That's why I called the show the Avid. I love the game. I still love the game. We might be talking about the things, the little niches here and there that might be, the game might need to be fixed. And that's where our passion comes from because we can see these things through our sets. We can see these things when we watch it on the replays. We can see these things when we watch our favorite teams go down the field. The atmosphere is real. I'm not going to pretend that it isn't. A roar of 70,000 people after a touchdown, the chance. Okay? We know what it's like. The energy of a sold-out playoff game. I've been there, being there, hearing that hit, smelling the grass. No matter what the sport almost is, it's all fucking real, and I love it, and I get it. But let me just ask you this one question, honestly, okay? How many of those games actually deliver on the atmosphere? Now, if you're a fan of an average team, the kind of team that goes 8-9 most years, your home stadium is about half empty in October when the team's already out of contention. The atmosphere, it's not exactly the atmosphere. It's a guy named Steve from 314 fucking yelling at the refs while 3 rows behind you they're just completely empty. If you're a fan of a tanking team, and we've covered tanking last week, the front office is selling you tickets to watch your team lose on purpose. So what atmosphere is that? Sadness? Quiet bitterness? I'm not really sure I get that. But the atmosphere argument only really works for maybe 8 games a year across the NFL. Okay, playoff games, we get marquee matchups. Yes, primetime games, of course. But the other 264 games, the ones you actually have a chance of buying tickets to, right? The ones you actually have, the Lions are playing the Falcons. Maybe I can get a good seat, right? Maybe I can squeeze in a couple extra bucks and sit and have a better location. Those games, they're fun, yeah, but they don't have the same atmosphere. It's an attendance, a little different. It feels different. And the brutal, honest truth is, it's being engineered against you. It's being engineered against us. What the stadiums have done in the last 10 years, okay, they've added these massive LED screens just to manufacture noise. They're installing noise meters that prompt you to scream on cue. They play canned music over real-time crowd response. The atmosphere isn't organic anymore. It's a product. It's stage-managed, choreographed. The same way reality TV is real. You're not buying an atmosphere. You're buying a simulation of an atmosphere for $1,777. So what's going on? Why don't the stadiums just fix this? Why don't they make it actually compete with the home experience? So I got 2 reasons for you that I found out. And both will tell you everything about how the leagues see us. So the first one is they don't really have to. Stadiums are functional monopolies. There's exactly one Detroit Lions home stadium. If you want to see the Lions play in person, you got to go to Ford Field. You don't get to see them otherwise. You don't get to see the Lions play. There's no competing Lions Stadium that's charging $200 instead of the $1,700. They only have one product. You either buy it or you sell it. They keep raising their price because that's the only constraint is what you'll tolerate. And we just keep tolerating it. And the second reason, the premium experience is subsidizing the bad ones. So the way that modern stadiums make money kind of changed a little bit. Most stadiums are now generating 70 to 80% of their revenue from these luxury suites, these club seats, these premium dining experiences, and of course, sponsorships. Not really your 1777. You, the regular fan in the upper deck, you're basically there for ambient decoration. You're filling the seats to make the broadcast look full. The actual business model is selling these private boxes to corporations and tax write-offs. That's why the bathroom lines are 20 minutes, why the Wi-Fi never works, why the concession stand has 3 workers for 5,000 people, why the seats in the upper deck haven't been updated since 1998. You're just not the customer. We're set dressing. You're set dressing for the corporate suites. That's where the real customer's probably sitting. And we all know how the suites look. They got private bathrooms, private bartenders, private chefs, climate control comfort. Everything you're not getting, they're getting. That's it. That's where we are. So what do we do? How do we go about this? The cost of going to a live sporting event has gone up about 201% in about 10 years. A decade. The product, it's kind of gotten worse. And the industry is selling a product that it's publicly admitting the at-home version is better. And you're a lifelong fan. I'm an Avid fan. You're an Avid fan. We're all being charged about $1,777 to subsidize a luxury suite next door where someone you're never going to ever meet is writing off a tax deduction. This isn't customer experience problem. This isn't a business model that has decided regular fans are an acceptable loss. They got your tax dollars to build the stadium. They got your subscription dollars for the broadcast. They got your money for the jersey, and now they want your $1,777 for the game. If you've been to a stadium recently and felt vaguely cheated, it's probably why. You're not imagining it. You're being treated as overhead. We're funding an experience designed to please people who aren't really us. And if you're going to a game this fall, and I'll be honest, okay, I still go to, I love this game, I love being at the game, there's nothing like it. But let's just go in knowing what the transaction actually is. Okay, we're paying for the memory. We're paying for the smell of the grass. We're paying for the cold metal seat, okay, being there when the touchdown happens. We're not paying for a product. We're paying for an experience, okay? The league has openly decided not to improve it, but we get to enjoy this experience. Yes, the home version is just going to keep on getting better. There is no denying it. The stadium version is probably going to get more expensive. And honestly, one day, going to a game might feel like a thing only rich people do. Kind of like the opera or fucking Broadway. I don't know, corporate seats might just win. The regular fan might just lose. And the league could be fine with that. If this hit subscribe, share with a friend who's about to drop $1,500 on Lions tickets. Drop your worst stadium moment in the comments. Did you have to pay a $19 beer? How long did you have to wait? 30 minutes for the bathroom? Wi-Fi couldn't get that fantasy score updated? I want to hear it. Next week on the Avid, we got the replay review disaster. Every game stops dead now for 4 minutes, so a guy in New York can just look at the same play for 7 times. I hope to see you then. And until then, stay avid.